Starcast.
So freaking epic.
Epic pants. Epic pants. Hello, everybody.
Hello!
Welcome to Star Citizen Starcast.
This is going to be the most special one.
Very special.
Because it's special people only.
Special, exactly. We are joined tonight by the Illuminati.
Yes.
Yes.
I love the Illuminati.
I do too.
They're great people. Really misunderstood.
Totally misunderstood. They're all about like baking sales and raising money for sick children.
Community.
Community.
They thrive on community.
Okay, guys. So basically, what ended up happening is we were supposed to have two new special guests tonight, and they did not make it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh,
One of them
Cue
was
trumpet sound.
Ben Lesnick. The other one, yeah, I can't mention. But anyway, so yeah, we kind of missed them tonight, and we were like, well, we'll just cancel it. And everyone's like, no, don't cancel it. So much stuff to talk about.
Fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff.
Lots of really great fun stuff. Hey, Waffles, could you move your camera down just a tad for me?
Down like...
Yeah, point it down.
Okay.
There you go. It's perfect. You're so tall.
Yeah, I know. I have long torso. And long legs.
Yeah. Long torso. Anyway. Yes. Hi, Illuminati, Clifford, and New Waffle.
yeah. The Illuminati.
Yeah. Actually, Ben, apparently his family just showed up out of the blue and didn't give him any kind of warning. We're like, hey, we're here to visit. And so he couldn't make it. But that's okay. Next week, what he said is he'll come back. Actually, he didn't say this, but we're going to arrange this for you guys. Anybody who was here this week will get a free Idris from when Ben comes back next week. Totally going to happen. Well, actually, I honestly, other than the fact that Ben's not here, this actually works out really, really well because we get to be a little bit more open about this, about
our sexuality?
About our sexuality, mostly.
Lando Gate.
About Lando Gate. So, I guess our question command isn't working. I tell you what, I'll try to get the question command working. And Mr. Waffles, would you like to talk about the news for the week? And
absolutely,
tell us
positively.
what happened this week? I'll try to figure out what's going on with the question command, and then if you guys have questions, we'll send them over to you ASAP. So go ahead.
Okay, so one of the biggest things that caught my eye was the massive 48 gigabyte Star Citizen asset leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Star Citizen has been a sizable leak of unreleased resources to a few members of the public. After a community manager posted a partial URL in a screenshot, someone guessed the rest. And well, around 48 gigabytes of work in progress assets have been acquired by at least a couple of people outside Cloud Imperium Games. And though the guest link has now been shut down by CIG, the assets are out there. People have thus been loading the assets up in CryEngine, seeing as what Star Citizen is being made in, and looked around. And there are results, there are videos. And I'd like to say, like, first of all, because I saw it first on Twitter, by the way. Mm-hmm. And when I clicked on the link and when I clicked that play video, it said this video has been removed due to like whatever was on the rest of it. I think it was like copyright issues or something. You know, when like it goes snowy, like when it goes like all, and like when a video has been shut down or whatever. And I was like, oh man, this is serious. This has been shut down by the Illuminati. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, this is awesome, but like from a business side, I would say that would be horrible, right? Because you don't want it out, or unless it was on purpose and you purposely gave it to a smart person. They were like, oh, they're going to figure out the rest of this link.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to talk about all that tonight, because I think we can go deep down that rabbit hole for sure.
Yeah.
They said, like Gio said in the chat, Lando wasn't there today because on Reverse Verse, he's quote unquote
Is Gio here?
Sick.
Oh, Gio's here. I didn't know. Oh, well. Sorry, Gio. I can't bring you on now. It'll screw everything up. I'll have to stop the show and start it all up again after 20, 30 minutes. Next time, Gio. I'm sorry. It was last minute. We weren't gonna. Ben was supposed to be on this week, and then he bailed. Hello.
Yeah, I'm just hearing your.
Yeah, your microphone is doing
My
the
mic is glitching.
scatter thing again.
What is it doing?
Sounds like it's just interference. I think.
Well, I guess just let me unplug it. Is that better?
Yes, but it's still there.
But it's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, it's not because it drives me nuts.
Can you hear it? You can't hear it though, right?
No, I can't hear anything at all.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's probably over Skype, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it, but either way, okay. One thing is on I noticed on Reverse to Verse, they kind of dodged around the subject of the leak. The only thing, it was so funny though. Travis Day was like, he made a fucking plain out crack joke about the leak, just like Travis would. But you know, Travis can because he's kind of up there on the upper echelon.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's going to buck anything that he says. So
As Tricky's got it. Maybe it's the Illuminati trying to get me.
They're trying to get everybody though, not just you. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
yeah. Clifford is louder than the rest, or is it just me? It's probably just because I got my microphone up close. Or I'm just that loud.
Now this
It's
sounds
just so
too
like
soft.
mind blowing to me that this is 48 gigs of like if you think about it, like humongous games aren't even 48 gigs, and this leak was 48 gigs.
And that's not even the finished game because they've already said that it's going to be over 100 gigs when it's released.
Yeah.
You know, and this was from what I've looked at and seen. It was pretty much a culmination of everything of the FPS module, a vast majority of it. You know, because they were using this file to download and to do all the testing of the FPS. Plus, a treasure trove of ships that haven't been seen before. A lot of Vandal stuff like that. A lot of gray box stuff. A lot of assets as far as like buildings, Terra stuff. You know, but it was all, you know, a bunch of, am I too late? Oh, there he goes in chat, Dumbo.
What?
Look in chat, Skype chat.
Oh no.
I can't look at the Skype chat. What is it?
Okay, it's Stakas.
Oh, Stakas can come on.
Okay,
I can remove the Illuminati.
okay.
Just go ahead and...
Pull his ass in here then. The wait. The mastermind behind the Illuminati has arrived.
Which is Stakas.
Illuminati
Stakas.
confirmed.
Yep. Illuminati Stakas has been confirmed.
All right, guys, excuse us. We'll have to... It's going to take me a minute to get this sort of reset back up again.
But that's fine. We finally have the mastermind behind the Illuminati, the one who controls everything over the interwebs of Ozzyville.
And don't you lie to us, Stakas. We know. We know.
We know.
We know.
I do it all. I did everything.
The jig is up. Hold on, let me fix that window picture.
Haven't seen Stakas in months, so yeah, the chat's going to go ape shit for Stakas.
You think
Hey,
they're
look,
gonna
everyone
ape
can see
shit?
my full name.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to fix it right quick.
That's fine.
Pretend it doesn't happen.
Pretend. Who knows that that's
Pretend.
my real name?
That's really not your real name.
It
You never should
isn't.
use your real name on Skype anyway.
Well, hey, at least my head crab's getting some FaceTime.
Hey, there you go.
Right.
Oh, and it's only your head crab.
I know some head crab's like, I have taken over the Starcast.
That's
I will tell you all the secrets.
By the way, whoever said isn't GTA 5 61 gigabytes, that is because there's two Los Santos. There's an online and then there's the single player, and those aren't loaded in the same way. That's why it's like literally double the size because it has to have two different versions of it.
Hey, Stakas, would you fire up your can for me, buddy? Your cam?
Why is it not?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh,
It's
don't
like
start
middle of
with
the
this.
night over there, isn't it? What time is it?
No. It's like,
This
why
morning,
is this?
7 something,
What?
almost 8 o'clock, I think, for him.
8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's early.
Wow. Come on. Where are you?
Uh-oh.
The Illuminati has shut down his webcam.
It's bottom left.
Yes. I can't really get Cliffy set up right yet.
Yeah. If you hit the like accept, you still have to enable your video. It doesn't like turn it on.
It's saying
that
it
helps.
could not find a webcam.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I think plan B, that face is perfect.
Yeah, we'll just use a Illuminati face. Well, give it a minute there, Stakas.
Alright, I got it. Alright, I just had to unplug it and plug it back in again. You know, turn it off.
Turn it back on. Have you turned it back off and turn it back on again? Ooh, I see cam.
See something loading.
Yay!
Hey, it's a beautiful face. His nice Smurf glasses.
Yep.
I gotta add the cam now. Hold on.
And also a beard. Man, you
Well,
were really yeah.
Mm,
That's
Domo's rule that he told me is like you have to have a beard.
Yeah. That's Stakas has got a grandfather clause.
yeah, well, what I do is I sneak into barber shops where real men are getting haircuts, and I steal the clippings and I stick it on.
On his face.
That's a healthy thing you do there.
It's really not. He's been arrested.
That's
few
a healthy
times.
habit.
Yeah.
He's been arrested.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Stakas! Yay! All right. Woohoo! So excited.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, so perfect time for you to be here because Ben's not here.
Oh.
And we can actually
Aw.
talk about whatever we want to talk about because I was feeling kind of nervous about discussing the leak with Ben here.
Domo, can we talk about my problem? I'm having a little leak.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, the daily exercise of your prostate will help that out.
You're so
Oh.
witty.
So should I exercise? Do exercises? How can I exercise?
Well, you can do Kegels.
And how can SIG do exercises to stop themselves from leaking?
The first exercise would be to get some security people. Mm-hmm.
That thing.
That nasty.
All right, hold on a second. I'm just finishing this up here. But Cliffy,
Uh-huh.
you want to talk about? You want to go through? We can go through the actual leakages.
Oh, like some of the stuff that's showing up, I guess.
Yeah. Let's because people might not know what the hell we're talking about with this leak.
Okay.
And why
Because
it's
we're-
so important.
Yeah, because we're not going to be really showing anything. We're just going to talk about it.
No,
Because
we got pictures.
Oh.
There's
Yeah,
pictures.
Are you going to show
Snapshots,
pictures,
rather.
Oh, pictures. Yep.
you're going to show the pictures on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, if you are, that is a spoiler alert. Then you need to tell them spoilers alert.
Oh,
Because
spoiler alert. Okay. Everybody who doesn't want to see the pictures, go away.
Go and masturbate now.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Is like this thing can be really good or really, really bad depending on how you look at it and or what position you are in.
well, see, it's like the majority
pictures.
of these that I've seen to me doesn't seem like. Yeah, see, WTFO already showed a bunch of these, so I mean, but it's like really a lot of them aren't really too much spoilerly to me because I already knew
Yeah, I don't
what they
understand.
were.
I've seen other people getting all worked up too, saying no, these are all spoilers, and even when it was on Reddit, it said spoiler alert. I don't see why it's a spoiler if it's just a different version of the ship.
You might not
Well-
want to show the big one then.
Yeah, it's because the retribution
all
was
right.
one that the retribution was actually shown in the
Yeah.
shipyard, but it was more of a silhouette of it where it was in the shipyard getting built. And then also the lightning was always chalking up as being this great ship, but they never showed it.
Okay,
but
okay.
like
My
a lot of the
opinion is it's not. These aren't spoilers, but if there's something that's going to bother people, I won't show them. We can just talk about it then.
I don't
Okay.
think any of it is a spoiler. It's just the fleshing out of ships that we know exist already, other than the retribution, which we heard of it in lore and stuff like that. But there's a
Yeah.
model of it now, so if anything, probably just don't show the retribution, and everything else is just fleshed out items that we've already seen.
Yeah, and it's just like the show on cargo ship. We saw something like it before in the earlier stages, like way early at the very, very get go, because there's always been concept art of it. But this one's more of a blocky picture of it. But
I
the
had
main
heard
the
that
main thing
WTF
is
had
that
shown
the
it
two
too, so-
people so far that's renowned on YouTube right now that has shown the most video footage is Teller, which has shown a lot of the Vandal ships, because he's good at actually putting the PVR on the ships. and actually showing them off. So he's been showing off a lot of the Vandal ships and a lot of the Lightning and the Idris drop ship. But that's about it. And then other than pure awesomeness, he's been showing him getting the FPS module working, which is, every time you watch the video, it's like nothing we've already seen it actually in better quality from what Sig has actually showed us versus what he's showing us, because his butt's like scooting across everywhere and he's glitching out everywhere. So it's just saying, hey, look at me, I'm actually in the FPS module, but it's not really that great functional. So it really is not showing me anything new.
All right, just for the sake of not causing any problems, let the show keep going on. Let's just not show the pictures. If you guys want to go look for them yourselves, you can go look for them. If you don't want to go look for them,
Reddit.
There's lots. Yeah. Then if you don't want to look for them, we're not going to show them. We'll talk about them though. So if that's a problem, I guess, plug your ears or something. But I won't show the pictures.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows where to look, so this ain't like no big secret. Right. But my take on this is like, the only two pictures that I saw that was anything more in depth was like the Freelancer showing it going from the regular size it used to be going to the modularity system, which made it a little bit bigger so that you would be able to, it'd be easier to modularize inside. And then the Connie, they were showing some new pictures of the Connie, because we already knew the guy there in Austin. I already met him. He was already, a lot of those pictures I saw, is where he's already redoing the inside just for modularity system. So it wasn't like anything to me groundbreaking, like, oh my god, I shouldn't have seen this stuff, it ruined everything for me. I'm just
hold on a second. Stop. Test. Can you guys hear noises?
You're fine on Skype, but I don't know what it's like.
I turned it way down because they said it was all this crackling noise going on, but is the crackling stopped?
For us, I don't hear anything.
I don't have any.
Because I didn't do anything, so it must have been a Skype issue, because they weren't complaining about the crackling, so... Okay, I'll turn it back. Skype-a-doo! Okay.
See, but which version of the Freelancer you were talking about, Clifford?
It's just the normal Freelancer, the base Freelancer ship.
Look what it is.
That you get, what it used to be, and what it is now, because they showed already the interior of the new Freelancer in the Grabby Hands video. Because you could see them placing stuff in it, and it was a lot bigger. But the new pictures that have come out from the leak actually shows the comparable size difference of the two. Which you didn't originally see in the original Grabby Hands.
But that's not going to replace the original itself. It's just going to be a different variant of it.
No, it's replaced.
Oh, it's replacing it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now I see what you're saying.
Same basic, similar silhouette deal, but just bigger, I mean, it's they're making it larger so it fits the modularity system.
Yeah. It honestly, when you see the two in the sandbox, it literally looks like they've just scaled it up a percentage. That's really all they've done. It looks maybe 15% bigger. It's everything. All the proportions seem to be the same, just slightly bigger. So,
and I think it's also having the issue of dealing with the new damage state system, because how the damage state system works, the new procedurally generated, is that you're going to have an outer wall, a middle wall, and an inner wall. So it's going to be a little bit thicker than what it was, because you're going to do a damage on the outside. It'll expose the inner wall a little bit, and then you do more damage, and then it'll go into the inner interior, is how the new damage state system works.
What's also kind of interesting is I've also kind of noticed, just in general, especially from last time, what James said, and how these ships are. He's basically saying, like, it doesn't matter, like, about the ship, like everything will be like modular, not everything, but how he was kind of explaining that. It seems like more and more they're trying to release that fact that, like, don't worry about what you're getting. Like, I mean, get what you want, obviously, for your style and for your gameplay. But especially like what you said, Clifford, like they're doing a little thing here, but when you go into the game, you'll be able to do whatever you want to your ship. And I think more and more they're trying to like release that fact. I'm just kind of piggybacking off of what you said, for instance.
Yeah, by all means. Really, it was so funny reading all these articles from PC Gamer, Polygon, Otaku. It was hilarious that, from what you get from the persona of the actual gamer PR, like, they were blowing off the game because how they sounded like, oh, this game is actually more than what we thought it was. So that makes me to think that the actual PR marketing of like IGN, PC Gamer, all them thought that Star Citizen was, oh, it's not. They say it's going to be a AAA game, but it's not going to be really all that it's cracked up to be. It's just a Kickstarter that just got phenomenal PR, and it's got Chris Roberts, who's well known, but now since they've seen so much just out of 40 gigabytes worth of what people have been able to pull from it, they're like, okay, we were kind of wrong. They are farther along than we ever had imagined, which I find it hilarious. And actually, it's good. Actually, it turned out probably to be maybe even a little bit of a blessing in disguise.
That's where I wanted to go with this. I wanted to go with the Illuminati route. That this possibly could have some positive PR, and it maybe not that Lando intentionally did it, but they weren't really all that great with their security. And I guess it was probably, you think about it, they've got to talk to all these different places all around the world, right? So they've got to they got to be able to have an easy way for the studio in Austin to talk to the studio in Germany and be able to transfer these files all around, right? So they probably just made it, we're like, okay, here it is, here's the file, it's on this web server, all you got to do is just grab it and then make it. So that might have been why it was just so easy for the people to, once they found the link, that they could just dig out the assets there.
And this was probably business. This was probably business as usual too for them, because, I mean, they could have never thought that this was going to happen. I mean, I know you never really planned for it. I'm pretty sure a lot of their code and stuff is more protected, because so far people haven't really. I think that was their biggest worry, is that people reverse engineering the actual Crytek code, but a lot of the SDK can't run half of the code and tools that are in this 48 gigabyte file anyways, because of how far the Crytek people who work for SIG now have mutated the engine.
Well, Fastcar just said, what is more likely, a purposeful leak or incompetence by the IT team? Well, with our tinfoil hats on, we will always say that it was a purposeful leak by an incompetent IT team.
Well, and the reason why I say it
and
would
the federal government was involved. What's that?
Well, the one thing that makes people think it was like a purposeful leak or make you put on the tinfoil hat is that Lando put out 5 different photo tweets of showing the Star Marines deal, and every time that window and the other window with the Eurolink moved, but it was always in view every 5 shots. So it was like beckoning somebody to pick it up the way it looked.
Did the head snap back and to the left? Did it snap back and to the left?
I don't think it was intentional. I honestly don't. I just think Lando cocked up and really just didn't think what he was doing, or about the content that he was potentially showing on the pictures that he took, because it was in the middle of while James was online, wasn't it? Like
yes,
like he was kind of goofing around. It was
during our show, I think.
He showed the same desktop that he took pictures of.
Yeah,
because he was.
Go ahead.
Well, he was tweeting out.
Being smart ass.
Yeah, well, he's tweeting out those photos while we were doing the Starcast show.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, oh, hey James, you're online. Hey everyone. Hey, look, but look what I'm playing while you guys are talking about it. I'm so good because I can play the game. But and it just so happened that it had the link to the current build of all the.
See, people also ask, why did he have that up there? Well, also, if you notice in the past when Chris was doing a live video feed of when they were first showing off the Arena Commander that they were playing, the reason why they have those windows up there to where they can view it is they're watching that code come down to see where the errors are going to peak out, so that they can copy and paste it or take screenshots of the code where it's messing up, so they can send those screenshots to the other studios to correct it. And that's also why I think sometimes they put those little extra windows in view so they can see what the code is shooting back at them as they're playing the game.
Real quick, guys, just a reminder. We have you guys can ask questions. We'll get to them in a little while. There's the forum. Type in !question in the chat and it'll pop it up. Clifford, could you post the link? Because I can't close the screen now. Could you post the link for Stakas so I can get to the question and answer page?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Thanks.
What?
Yeah, you remember before we used to ask the questions and they would be in the chat, Stakas, and it was like impossible to find them because they were flying by where people were talking. So we have a
Oh.
form, so when people fill it out, it just goes in there and we can ask
Do you
them.
want me to delete the old ones?
Yeah, well, that's fine. We can. The 29th is today, so we can just delete that. Prior to that.
Okay. So you want me to delete them?
Oh, I see.
I'll get it.
Oh, you're getting
Yeah, I'll get it. Cliffy.
Let's see. What else? So yeah, I mean, I don't think he intentionally did it. You know, not by any means. Now, when I talked to, and this is kind of funny because I was talking to my wife about everything that had happened, and she was her being with, ICE and immigration. She knows a lot about security, so she said, well, first and foremost, definitely Lando would be reprimanded because of the mistake, and basically learn new, and then they would develop new protocol as far as sharing information if it's some stuff that they don't want to share. And then secondly, yes, IT would be 90% at fault for not putting any security on the back end of it. No matter what, if it was business as usual. But that's, from her side. I can understand because they've always been used to doing this. And plus, one thing I chalk this all up to be is that this game is a prodigy that has never been tried before.
Mm-hmm.
In the aspect of being so open in development and being so high profile as far as money-wise. So it leaves them open to a lot of variables that they've never had to run into before in developing a game because they've always been used to the status quo of behind closed doors. So, if anything, luckily it wasn't bad enough that it's going to hurt them. It kind of helped them, but also they'll learn from it going forward and bumping their security a little bit and having some check and balances on what they give out, what information they give out that they're ready to give out, and how they tweet their pictures.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's just stirred up a bit of, a bit of juicy gossip to help them, get a bit more interest. Because, like I said, like you named 3 different, I'll use a loosely termed publications, very loosely.
Very
3 of them, the minute it was out there and people knew it, these companies were, the leak, and it's like, oh well, a bit of PR for them, no worries. And then like
free
we've
PR, yeah,
it's right, and like we've discussed, there's nothing really in that drops any big fucking bombshells on anything that we've don't already know.
There was no mocap scans of naked people.
No, but I mean, not even that.
None of that
Yeah,
stuff.
not even that. There's not even this weird thing, this weird vehicle that no one's heard of before and no one knew anything ever about. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? None of that's happened.
And even then, I guess you could kind of also commend the community as a whole and its integrity as far as like adhering to what SIG had, politely asked people of not sharing any Squadron 42 storyline elements, because it is in the files. Some of the stuff is in there.
That I had not looked at yet.
But they have not exposed it. Now, some of the music has been exposed, which is from Pedro, which I kind of feel bad about because I wanted to hear it when it's playing in the actual game.
applied in the right way.
Yeah, but there is some dabbles of Squadron 42 in there, and they were blunting it, saying, please don't show it. And so far, the community, Reddit, a lot of people as a whole, have not shared any Squadron 42 stuff. Yeah, some of the chips that are probably in Squadron 42, like we already knew, the Idris and stuff like that, that's nothing new to us. As long as the storyline is not exposed and broken to us, to me, I'm not spoiled at all. And plus, these ships that we're seeing that are being shown, it's like you're looking at 5% done.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. I mean, just think when it's all in PBR products. In a cinematic scene with all the lights and the sparkly bits. I mean,
that's the whole point I was trying to make was that it's to me it's just like rough whiteboard stuff. It's just really kind of not really big.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up that whole the fact that SIG did. Let's go back, just talk about the leak for just a second. The actual leak itself. SIG, somebody found it. by looking at the URL. Now that's strange because I going to a URL does not mean that they just went there and it was a Dropbox file they could download. They had to like dig around to get it.
They had to finish the URL itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was more. There's way more to it than just clicking on a link. Yeah.
Right. But then when that happened, SIG, I guess, for 2 to 3 hours was telling people, please don't download it.
Yeah, because the reason I'm thinking why it took them so long is because it was going through the Amazon though. So they're probably calling Amazon saying, "Hey, shut it down."
Well, there is the problem right there.
Yeah, and it's that gap between they're using another service to store some of their data on, so they're relying on them to shut it down.
No,
not them themselves.
That's the big issue. They should immediately when that leak got out, they should have been able to shut it down. Maybe the one person could have got it, and then they would have had to have redistributed it, and maybe that's okay. But the fact that it took them several hours for them to tell people, please don't download this while we try to figure out how to turn this off, that's the scary part. That's the part that's scary because if somebody was trying to steal credit card information from SIG and figure out a way to get in there, they're not going to wait. They're not going to be like, don't steal these credit cards. Please hold on. We're going to turn it off in 3 hours.
Please hold while we call our bank for technical assistance.
Right.
And I mean, I feel for the guys. I mean, it's kind of a rough deal, but to me, I think in the whole they'll have better days ahead out of this outcome.
Super Mega Punch does have a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Stakas.
Yeah. No, I was about to comment on the same question. Yeah, that no one's really discussed or I mean, was that few hours long enough for someone who has links to another digital company to, you know, I mean, and are other companies even interested in what SIG are doing? Like, would the information available in that leak actually, is there anything in there that could even be used against SIG as far as, you know, in a few years' time we might want to make a space sim that competes with Star Citizen, so we're going to use some of the secrets that SIG have used. I mean, I don't even know if it goes into that much detail as far as what was available.
Yeah, because I'm not a programmer and I don't know how the CryEngine works or the tool capabilities of that they've developed for it. So it's kind of a big question mark.
Dude, I don't even. You saw how much trouble I had with the spreadsheet. I can't even Google Docs.
Do you even Google Docs, bro?
Do you even Google Docs? No, I don't. Someone else.
Yeah, Google Docs. But yeah, exactly. That's the fact is and Super Mega Punch has brought up a rebuttal to his own comment, but the people can reverse engineer this stuff anyway. All right.
Yeah.
That's what basically Fiendish Feather and Fiendish Feather and also Pearl used to do. They would take the files, rip them apart.
Even Teller now.
Well, yeah, but they're all taking these programs, or they're all taking the assets and like fiddling around with them and make them like you can walk around them and do things you can't do within the game. They're doing with these assets. So if they can do that with it, who's to say somebody else can't get it? And you know, at one point in time, I was going to get a 3D printer, and I was planning on downloading the thing because there's a way to strip the files out and then just print off the little Idrises and print off other little ships and stuff too.
Yeah, there's I think there's a forum or a section of the forums dedicated to people who have been 3D printing ships from the information that they've managed to pull out of the files. And
wow,
I know
really?
there's yeah. I know there's already a freelancer. There's
Somebody just did a Retaliator. That guy just did.
Oh, did they do a tally?
Yeah,
There's-
yeah. The
I know
guy
there's-
that, yeah.
Yeah,
The guy
there's-
who
there's-
the guy who 3D printed the helmet and everything for the Aussie.
Oh,
event.
yeah. I met him,
He did the Retaliator one next.
Oh, nice.
He just
Nice.
finished it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've seen a big freelancer and also a relatively sizable Cutlass and a lot of small Hornets and 300 eyes and stuff like that. But yeah, there are people out there that are ripping that info out and then feeding it into their the programs for their 3D printers and printing some pretty sweet stuff.
Well, and I gotta say, this is really no different from any other game because people have Unreal Engine 4, people have Frostbite Engine, people can take any of these games that are coming out and rip their assets from it and do what they, this is just like, them taking Half-Life 2 and ripping the assets from that and coming up with their own, like Gary's mod and stuff, and coming up with their own levels and stuff like that. This is kind of nothing new to the public of people, individuals taking in modding games or taking out assets and doing inventive stuff with their assets. I think when it comes down to it, when it comes a legal issue, is when they're taking the assets and trying to make a profit off of it, trying to take the code and make a profit off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just posted a Thingiverse. I'm gonna see if I can grab it real quick. Thingiverse has had models for Star Citizen for a very long time. That's where I was gonna get my constellation. But let's go ahead. I can show this. This isn't really leaky stuff. There's another
website, and I'm for the moment my brain has completely lost the name of it. But there's a website that basically, if you create something in a 3D engine or whatever that's in a format that's suitable to be printed by a 3D printer, you can submit it to this company and they will print it for you. I'm not sure if these guys are the same, but there's another one from this one. And I know for a fact already there's a bunch of Star Citizen stuff on that other site. I know that Imperium are using it because they're making up like real badges like that you can pin on yourself to say that you're a part of a certain division of Imperium, and they're using this 3D printer mob to do it. So, there's nothing to stop someone from pulling out the appropriate information from the engine and then just submitting it to these guys and saying, hey,
here's one
I want to be able
right
to print one of these,
So yeah, Thingiverse you can do that on.
Okay, so same sort of deal.
Yeah. If you don't have your own 3D printer. But I'm looking at whoever printed off this Miscreants had they must have did it with the cheapest MakerBot available or something. It's really, really bad. Yeah, it's pretty poor quality. But some of these are really sharp. They did a really good job.
I'm still waiting for 3D printers to kind of, because they're still, not on the cutting edge yet.
No, but if you get a liquid one, I think you'll get. The liquid ones are more expensive, but
I'm just kind of waiting.
Ridiculous.
What's that?
The upkeep on them is ridiculous. On 3D printers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't you have to clean them a lot?
The only other thing that I would like to take a 3D print of, and it's kind of dealing with the leak. The only thing that I've saw so far that amazed me the most, while everybody was all giddy about the ships and everything, the assets, the one thing that I saw that I had somebody, show me was Terror Tower.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was...
That's right, yeah.
That thing is gigantic and beautiful.
What is it?
Terror Tower.
It's like, to use an example, it's the Empire State Building. It's the
monumental of their technology, basically.
It's it's the Empire State Building of the era of on Terra. It's just a fucking big tower to sort of say, hey, look at our penis building. It's huge.
It's a penis.
That's right. It's like, we are the UEE. Here on Terra, we have big buildings that resemble penises. Feel our strength. But it's the sort of building that you're going to expect to see if you ever do any kind of flight into or out of or around the main, Terra, and it's just a big fuck off erection.
It's like when everybody's worried about the ships, man. I wanted to see Terror Tower and something. I kind of always ask for the oddball stuff that many people aren't asked for. Everybody's hyped up a ship. I want to see some of the buildings and some of the planet
would be good stuff you can walk around in and things. Yeah, I'm absolutely with you there, Clifford. Going to the shops, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, the actual environments and stuff. That's the kind of stuff I kind of like to see. What's the living and breathing planet? The world we're going to be living in. Other than just the ships are nice, but I want to see some of the stuff we're going to be actually, planet-side interacting with.
Yeah.
And I guess out of all this leak, what I liked about it was, and what I would like to see more from SIG, is they scream open development. We want to show y'all more. Even if they could have shown some of these ships that we knew were in development, even if they're in rough state, and just showing, a sneak peek or just a day where they're just flying around the ship saying, hey, this is what we're doing, and it's actually showing the modeler, piecing a little bit of bits together of, not even the F8 Lightning because they didn't want to show that, but one of the Vandals are working on the Kingship and stuff. Just show us a little bit more of that. I think, because the community as a whole was so hungry to see a little bit more than what they've been showing us, because I guess to me it seemed like it'd been kind of lagging behind because you've seen how everybody was getting so pimped up about FPS because it's been so long delayed.
It was like
to
that
counter
with the other one.
to counteract them trying to make it, because they FPS is a milestone for them. It's like the pinnacle that's going to be in the middle to bring both the PU and the Arena Commander together into one. Well, the Arena Commander and the social module, and it'll be in the middle to create the PU. That they want it to be monumental, and one where when streamers stream it, that it's nearly flawless, so to speak. It's going to have its bugs, but they want it to show Star Citizen in a good light.
When Koga hops in that thing and it doesn't work right, he's going to talk such bad shit about it. So I agree. Make it work now.
Yeah, so they've been delayed for so long. Well, to counteract the delay, they could have released some more of these bits that we saw, come out of this leak, maybe. And that would have pacified a lot of, or got us and other people to talk about other stuff. And then people be like, oh, well, look at all this other stuff they're working on. No longer why, FPS is why they're so taking so long, because they got all this other stuff that on their plate.
Someone asked the magical question. Oh, hang on.
No pants.
No pants. Oh my god.
He never wears
I want
pants.
to know the magical question.
No pants.
the
Someone
magical-
asked. No pants.
The day I met Stakas, he ran up on me with no pants.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
No
We were playing DayZ. And
No
he
pants.
comes this
Oh
guy
my
with no
goodness.
pants on, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
No pants.
No pants. Hey, in about 10 minutes, guys, we're going to start our giveaway for our Misk Reliant.
Ooh.
We're giving away Misk Reliant tonight, so get your sphincters ready because it's going to be a good one.
We have questions yet? What time? is it?
We do have questions.
A
We
couple.
do have a
yeah.
question.
They can't ban it. He has no penis, so it was like it went inward. So
My penis is like a snapping turtle. It's retractable.
Well, I'm sorry, they can't ban it. Underwear is just like swimsuit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just like a Speedo. I don't give a shit. It's-
Why is someone saying, "Oh, we'll ban you for having underwear"?
Yes,
Farted.
those weren't underwear. That was your shorts.
yeah, that's
Yeah, these are shorts from the 1950s. Come on.
Yeah, 1950 shorts. Those-
Actually, just to clarify, here in Australia, we have a brand of short called ruggers, right?
Okay.
And they are as skimpy and as tight as a pair of standard men's brief/boxers, maybe made out of a slightly more durable material, but they are a legitimate thing, and people wear them in public, and it's a shameful thing.
it's,
So,
it's like a mankini.
It's from an earlier era when, I don't know where they designed these pants or where they thought they would be a practical sort of item of clothing to wear, but ruggers are renowned for being just slightly too short and slightly too tight.
it's a beautiful revolution, is what it is.
And and the 80s were full of men wearing ruggers in public, and it was not a good thing. Not a good thing.
All right, we're gonna hold on.
Just some of these questions.
Some of the questions are good. Yeah, make sure you guys are dropping in questions.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it, we want questions. So ask questions away. Well,
It's
anything
like
else
for
that
every
happened this
three,
week?
one of them is serious.
Any? Well, you can ask them all actually. But anything new happened this week? Other than that, I mean, we got other stuff. I mean, that's pretty much been the big. I mean, there really is nothing. Sandy put some Facebook pictures up, but
the only other stuff that they showed was, well, a lot of people, okay. The sneak peek that they showed that they even talked about around the verse, that was rehashed subscriber stuff, subscriber den stuff. That was stuff we had already seen. I don't know what they were trying to. I guess people who are non-subscribers who hadn't seen it, but it's like me and Proxys were looking at. It's like that's in the subscriber den. That we've seen that already. That's nothing. That's not a sneak peek. Maybe and that's maybe people who haven't seen it, but that was in the subscriber den stuff that they showed. So,
Can I just make a little comment about what's happened during the week. As Tricky's put a little thing about it, we had a horrible RTV around the verse.
Okay.
Also, that was reverse the verse, but
Reverse
I
the
want to
verse,
comment about around the verse.
Rock the vote, right?
Yeah, rock the boat. No, and this is just a comment in general about. There's been so much sort of whispers and all that, and you know, snide comments about Around the Verse and the hosts of Around the Verse, and that's been going for, you know, pretty much ever since Around the Verse has been airing. And for all of the people, and I'm sure our viewers are probably open-minded and very educated and intelligent people. I love you guys. But for all of those people who say that Ben is only awkward because he has to host,
No.
because he has to host with an attractive and, you know, partner of the boss female, just watch the latest Around the Verse, and there you will see Ben hosting the show by himself in his own awkward self. Like, people were like, oh, you know,
He really is like that.
Yeah,
give Ben a break.
Ben. It's just
They're
Ben
like,
who's always been
but
Ben.
some people are like, oh no, give Ben a break. He's just awkward because, you know, he has to host the show with,
A sexy woman next to him.
But
you
no,
know,
but
with a woman. But no, just watch this. He's by himself. He's, you know, just hosting
Ben
the
is
show
Ben.
normal. And,
Yeah.
you know, unfortunately, I love Ben. Ben's a beautiful man. I wish to hug him tight at night. But he's just an awkward man.
Mhm.
And that's just the fucking... That's just it.
He's a big,
just
awkward teddy bear.
And
Yep.
doesn't matter how much camera time he gets. It doesn't matter how many times he does a take.
it's his
He's
charm.
he's just, and it is endearing, isn't it?
Yeah.
A sort of awkward. Aww.
Yeah. Oh,
But
He's just
but-
he's like a giant Ewok that you just want to hug the life out of.
But-
You just
but
want
what
to
I was-
strangle it. Come here, you big fucking Ewok.
But what I love about him is that he, you know, he's like any streamer when, you know, a dick comes in the chat and starts spouting off crap and you have to ban him. He keeps going. He'll keep doing it day in and day out.
and he puts up with a lot of shit for his size and stuff.
Look,
Oh
I-
yeah, and I commend him on his diet that him and everybody's
Yeah.
doing. He's doing so well, and I hope he keeps going on it. Don't give up, Ben. Keep going. Him and Alexis are doing really well.
Yeah.
yeah, no, look, I love Ben. Ben is just a genuinely warm and lovely and engaging person. Who just, you know, isn't comfortable in front of a camera. And let's be honest, not everyone is. Not everyone can be a performer, and not everyone can be in front of the camera and just fucking let it all hang out. But you know, Ben's a lovely guy, and I would be, you know.
Well, my
Yep.
advice to the viewers and stuff: if you really want to meet the real Ben Lesnick, go to Dragon Con.
Yeah, oh
When you-
yeah.
When he's
Oh, yeah.
there, just being a fan of Dragon Con,
Wow.
that's the real Ben.
You can't
I
miss
did
him. He's
not know
like
he
8
went
foot
to that.
tall. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Dude, he is big into
He's a
Dragon
big-
Ball. Oh, shit, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's pretty cool.
You get the whole
Yeah.
documentary style. And here we see the natural Ben Lesnick in his environment upon the general people of Dragon Con. Look at him. He's out there and he's... Oh, my goodness. Ben, put that away. That's shameful.
You're at the wrong con for that.
Yes. This is a PG-13 convention, Ben. Please put it away. Oh, thank you. You are lovely.
Super Tyrannical, we're going to have him on probably next week. He was supposed to be here this week, but apparently his family showed up completely out of the blue. And
But other than that, what has happened this week is that, you know, Sandy showed some sneak peeks of the early developments of the Reliant and just some more mocap shoots going on. Other than that, it's been kind of quiet. You know, and the forums have been, you know, after they centralized the leak into one, you know, block on the forums, it's been really kind of quiet at SIG this week. And I don't blame them, because they're probably having internal meetings trying to get everything sorted out, how they want to, you know, go forward with internal workings. But other than that, it's been pretty dormant. I know everybody's, you know, ready for the next PTU, because the next PTU is FPS trial an error. So, I think that's about it. I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't know of anything else that really.
All right, well, we can get started with the
hurry
questions.
up and buy your Reliant this week, and also flying I think the military ships are out to free fly.
Oops. Yes, there's our buddy Trendane. Yes.
Test drive. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Those hot dogs don't look well cooked. I'm just saying. Probably wait till it comes up on the screen.
Have I been away so long that I don't know how to permit people? Fucking hell.
It's okay.
Jesus Christ.
You got it. I don't know. Yeah, it says he's granted permission to post. Okay.
That's a hilarious picture.
It's a great picture. Trendane. All right. Yeah, I guess we can get started. Waffles, you want to start reading the questions?
Yes. So you said all of them?
All of them.
There's hilarious ones.
We got Stakas here. It's okay. It's not. If it was Ben, we might be more respectful, but Stakas we don't respect at all.
All
so.
right. Prepare to talk for 3 hours with this one question.
That's what we're looking for.
What is this Star Citizen you talk of?
It's basically a WoW clone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! Don't even.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Question marks over the NPC's heads.
No. If you want to really arc people and tweak people, it's a Elite Dangerous clone.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually, we'll take another step
is
back.
like, oh my gosh, like funny, and then Elite Dangerous is like, dude, you're treading in some murky
No.
water.
Liar! Gasoline! Gasoline!
No, stop.
You didn't go there.
One step back. Eve clone.
Oh!
Oh no, you did.
Yeah, I did. Ooh, shots fired across the bow. Can we evade them? I don't know.
Okay, now that we didn't answer that question, next question. Stakas, how does it feel to be back online, you sexy pantsless man?
See,
That was
that
from the
question
same
was
person.
before he even showed his pantslessness.
That's right.
That is true.
You have no idea. Like, I was out of contact with everyone. Not just online. Like, I had my phone cut off as well as my internet. I had no car to move around with. It's been a fucking hell. I was like a crack addict that could smell and see his fix behind this impenetrable force field, and I'm just like, I need my fix, man. But oh god, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm like a fat kid in a donut shop. Now I've got internet. You know,
All
I'm just
porn
like,
you can find.
the glazed, the chocolate, jam filled.
Everybody knows whoever was in my stream when Stakas showed up that one night and I cried on live stream. True story.
True story. Never
True
happened.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
True
a friend
story.
right there.
We have missed you, Stakas.
Yeah,
Immensely.
because it was because of the internet and him having to go to the hospital and stuff, and it's just bad deal. But they got him fixed up now. He's back in action.
He's
They got him-
bionic now.
Huh?
I'm on drugs.
Mm-hmm. He's on drugs and he's bionic.
but not necessarily the proper ones though. This time they finally found the proper ones.
That's right.
That's the key.
The doctor had me I was force feeding myself like hands full of generic painkillers like 4 times a day. I was on like 16 tablets a day, which was helping me for like 30 minutes after taking the tablets, and then nothing. But now they know what's wrong with me, which is an impossible task. But yeah, no, now I'm on like two tablets a day, little tiny blue ones, and the blue pill, not the red pill. So I'm not down the rabbit hole. For
The
those
blue pill keeps you hard for more than 4 hours, Stakas. You need to go see a doctor.
Fuck! I wish. Jesus Christ! You'd never see me.
This is
again.
my first time meeting Stakas, by the way. And
Yes.
Yeah.
the first time you just pantsless on stream. No, nothing. Don't you don't. You aren't scared. No, nothing.
You don't even know.
Hey, back in the past, dude, he did a live belly dance for one of the viewers too. So
He did in his underwear.
Yeah.
But T-bongs, but I love T-bongs.
Yeah,
But,
it was special. It was his birthday.
Yeah.
So,
So, we'll cut it off there because I could go on for God knows.
We could talk
All
for
right.
hours.
Another 3-hour question. Right.
We can continue.
Okay, to Stakas, another man of the hour question. How much sleep have you had since you gotten your internet back?
Actually, that's a quite relevant question considering I was a little bit late getting into the call today. The drugs that I'm on fuck with your sleep patterns ridiculously. So there are days, when I say days, I mean I can sometimes be awake for 2 to 3 days in a row without being able to sleep, and then I can sleep for like 16 to 18 hours. Like the drugs fuck with my sleep pattern. But I know what you're getting at. You're like, now you've got internet, my god, just download all the things, porn. But I'm trying to be sensible about it and sort of, you know, keep a level head about, you know, not spending a lot of time on the net just because I've got access to internet. But sometimes you just can't help it because, like I said, the drug I'm taking on the list of possible side effects right after each other. One is could create what's the word,
Coma?
no, yeah, it could.
Apnea?
This drug may create very, you know, you could side effect is you could be very, very drowsy. You know, you might find yourself nodding off, and then right after it can also create insomnia.
A double
Well,
whammy.
Wow.
I think
Fucking work that shit out.
But I think the mainly healthy side of you getting internet is that now, you know, people don't realize is like when you use internet, sometimes internet is the only way you can, you know, chat with friends. Your friendships, you know, some people do have a cell phone, but a lot more or less nowadays is the internet is our window into friendships and people to contact and talk to. And when you're kind of like devoid of that, you're just sitting there staring at a ceiling all this time and not, you know, all you have is like kind of like the local contacts, you know, around your own, you know, country or state.
Yeah, it was crushing me when Stakas left because some other stuff was happening at the same time, and then he just disappeared. And I was like, we used to, Stakas and I would just sit there and talk sometimes, just in the morning, get up, like, hey, how you doing? We just talk for like an hour or something, just bullshit. And he was gone, and I was like, what did I do? You know, I figured I pissed him off, and I was like, I was pretty crushed. So, but yeah, once I heard everything that was going on, it was made me sad.
Yeah, it was a very inconvenient loss of connection with the world, unfortunately.
Dude, I don't know how you did it. I panic when they have to take my internet down for like 2 hours. I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I got my cell phone.
What can I say? There was a lot of masturbation.
Yeah, lots of that. With magazines.
But no recording of said masturbation, so.
What's he got here? Oh my god.
Those are shorts, by the way.
Those are shorts.
Ah. Very nice.
Oh, he
Black
went analog.
label. Analog, yeah, come on.
Yeah, he went analog. Woo! It was like everybody just got
Analog, we were saying. Analog.
An analog mercy.
Look at that, everybody saying that ass.
That ass.
That ass.
Oh well, you know, guys.
In honor of that ass, you type in !pants. You have a chance to win a ship we're giving away tonight. The Reliant. All right, moving on. Let's get on there, Waffles.
Okay, Sour Wolf says on Around the Verse today, Lisa said that the Drake and Dragonfly concept art wouldn't be ready for a few more weeks. Other than WTFO, is anyone else interested in this tiny and of questionable value ship?
Take my love, take my land, take me away.
Please refresh my memory. Dragonfly, is that like the little personal backpack type dealio?
I thought it was a small little Firefly ship. I thought it was a ship like the Serenity. I thought it was supposed to be like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Serenity, it's not small.
That's right, it's not. I don't know.
Oh.
I thought that's what the name of it was. I thought the Firefly was the Dragonfly was a Firefly kind of homage.
No, from what
it's a space motorcycle. Okay.
Yeah, from what I
Never mind
remember,
then.
it's like a
Completely wrong.
very, very compact way of being able to
Who
get
the
yourself around space.
Fuck wants to ride a motorcycle in space? I'm serious, man. All I keep thinking of is like that scene from South Park where Kenny's driving the Trans Am, you know, and he's just like flying along, and they're listening to, you know, the Major Boobage one. You ever seen that one with South Park?
No.
And they're doing the homage to Heavy Metal, the movie Heavy Metal.
Oh well, I love heavy metal, but no, I didn't see that episode. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so he's driving a Trans Am through space, and I'm like,
Oh, that's right. Because in the beginning of heavy metal, it's like a T-bird.
yeah,
The guy in a spaceship gets dropped from a bigger spaceship, and he's driving a T-bird as he re-enters into space at the beginning of heavy metal.
So anyway, I can't imagine driving around in something so tiny in space, but whatever.
That's just like the Merlin if you can drive that around.
Yeah, but if you're like a motorcycle, then you're just exposed to everything. You know, little meteorites are flying in space right now that can poke holes to the side of spaceships. They'll just drive right through you.
I think this is going to be hilarious, though. I can see Dumbo flying as a freelancer, and all of a sudden he sees this band of motorbike gang come flying by.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Space bikers.
It's space bikers. And they get right in front of him, and his ass, he's like trying to get around him and trying to get around.
And they're like got chains and are smashing him in my freelancer. Like they're
Laser plasma chains.
Laser plasma chains. Okay, I take that back. Motorcycles in space, fantastic idea. Let's all fucking get one.
I think it's just gonna be hilarious.
So to answer the person's question, yes, we're interested.
Yeah, I want one now. Up to that point, I wasn't.
We're interested to see the idea fleshed out, rather than we're like, oh, whatever it is, fuck yeah, we're gonna do it. We're just like more interested to see the reality of the idea in the universe.
That means Gig Dumbo's going to try and make a little fatter character, so he'd be like on a boss.
What are you talking? I already have a fatter character. Are you kidding me?
Heck yeah. Awesome.
Boss hog.
Oh my god, that's gonna be hilarious.
Ass chaps. Freaking
Oh, those would be amazing.
space chaps, and then like a helmet on top of the other helmet, so it looks like you're wearing an open face helmet, but it's actually on top.
We call this.
Oh shit.
Next
Love
one.
it.
In Reliant Q&A, CIG explained that the Tier 2 starter ships will be an extra cost add-on option for new players buying a package. What do you guys think about this new option?
Well, they're gonna do it anyway. I think they're talking about like the van down by the river mod or add-on.
I mean, who? Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's what they're talking about. I think it's okay. I mean, you have to pay a little more. It's fine.
I mean, who? Like, what company doesn't do that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's okay. It's just
you
a
spend
monetization.
$50,
thing.
but for 10 extra measly little dollars, you can have this.
They did it with the MIS. The MIS is extremely more expensive than a regular freelancer.
I'm
What
all
was
for
it?
more money toward the development of the game. That's
Clifford, that's your excuse to spend thousands and thousands of
Right,
pennies.
but if you buy a freelancer and you want a more expensive version of it, you just pay the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I see.
So, what do you guys think of this new option? It's a business move.
Yeah, we got Xylon in the chat. He's
Hey,
gonna say-
Xylo. What happened to Ben? Did you guys take him and kidnap him? He was supposed to be on the show tonight.
Yeah, y'all stole him away from us. Shame on your family did.
But thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by. We're just picking.
Apparently, he
Yeah.
loves bluegrass,
Does he
which
now?
is one of the first
cool.
things he said when he came in here.
No, blue
I love
glasses.
Bluegrass.
Blue glasses.
Glasses. Oh, I thought
Completely different than bluegrass.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, Xylon's a good person. He's really down there. I like him. He shows up in my chat and a lot of people's chat. He's a really good guy.
Oh, okay. We got it. We got an official picture of the space cycle. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is it?
Let's see. Here we go.
Oh
Yeah,
jeez. I'm gonna wait to
And
see it
it's-
on stream.
it's pretty true too.
It is. That's what it would be
This is
like.
also cool.
Born to be wild.
Tyler, did we just become best friends? I think so. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That's basically it though.
That is space cycle.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It is. All right. Next one.
Question. I just realized something. Did we not get a monthly letter from the chair this month? When was the last letter?
Oh god, I don't remember one of those. It's a while.
Well, we didn't even get one last month either.
Because they've been doing they've been only they've been really caught up on doing a lot of the Q&A answers on the ships, because that was kind of the new stuff that they've been doing now. Is every time they release a concept ship, they're doing all these Q&As after the facts of the ships. So I think that's kind of like their filler until they put it out, because the big deal from Chris is pretty large, of like a culmination of everything.
Stakas,
Yo,
what was the name of that freaking Kickstarter that we made fun of that failed? What was it called?
oh, I know the one you're talking about. Honestly, the name escapes me, but
Your camera's croaked.
fuck. Transverse?
Transverse.
Was that it?
I think it was. I think they've come back out with another Kickstarter with a different company name. Same exact amount of money they want too, $250,000.
But yeah, I think it was Transverse.
Transverse, yeah. This one's
And
called...
they literally just took, like, I think the first ship they took was like the Cutlass, and it was the Cutlass, and they've just like changed some things. It's like, yeah, we're doing a space MMO. No, look at our spaceships. And it was just a fucking Cutlass.
Yeah, because that's why I'm looking at the concept here for the multiplayer ship, and it looks just like the Cutlass. It looks just like it. If you look at the screen right now, it says Tier 2 big multiplayer experience, and the third image looks pretty close to a Cutlass.
Oh my god, it does.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
What
it's
is
just like-
this?
This is called a brand new one called Starfighter Inc. And it looks like some of these screenshots
Oh my
are
God.
the same screenshots as before. Like I maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass here, but it looks like they're the same. It's just all these companies that see SIGs being successful and they want to copy it. I think it's a bad idea. There's only one room for one Star Citizen right now. Maybe later.
Bad idea. Hashtag bad idea.
Hashtag bad idea. Yeah, Pure Starfighter is a different team. Okay.
Well, even if it's a different team, it's using the same fucking premise.
Okay, different company. Okay, it could be a different company, but don't touch this genre right now. Stay away from it, because there's just enough hell going on with Star Citizen, let alone have room for another one.
Yeah. Okay, I can read the next question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Okay. This
He's
one's from...
Stakas, your camera's broke, by the way.
Okay, this one's from Cyberwolf, I believe. Let me see here. Give me a second here. I got to shrink it a little bit here.
Yours.
I'm back, by
Let's
the
see
way.
here. Oh, you're back? Okay, then you can read it then.
Everyone's like, it's not Transverse.
No,
it's-"
I read all
Okay,
of
okay.
Cyberwolf's ones.
Okay, I'm sorry. I realize
Well,
it's
go ahead
not
and read
Transverse.
Yoko Rose's then. That's where we're at.
Now I realize. I just said it looked a little bit like it, so.
Yeah. Yoko Rose. If any of the cast has seen the picture leaks, what are your thoughts on them? And has it hyped you more for the game?
It brought me up to the next Cloud 9, but it was basically, I saw that and was like, I don't know, when I saw the leak deals, I was like, it's what I've been expecting out of Chris and Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, all this is a stopgap measure of those who doubted their capabilities of bringing on a AAA team.
Yeah,
I mean,
for me, it was just like confirmation of what they said, what was going to happen. Like, you made a promise, and here's our, fulfillment. But, it was an accident, so.
Yeah, seeing those the big Vandal ships fleshed out, just made my erection that little bit harder.
Little chub.
Yeah, No, we're big, proud, raging hard on.
Balls deep chub.
Oh, to the hilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Stakas, how's your org going? You still got it going? Still
Oh
there?
yeah. Of course.
All right,
man,
everybody.
that's what he's talking about, his spreadsheets.
So Stakas, tell us a little bit about your org before we go on to our next question, because we just brought it up.
Balls deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we're a bunch of explorers that don't have any fear of going deeper than any man has ever gone before. We go balls out, and we I don't know what you want me to say. We're an org that's, our focus is primarily
Exploration, right?
Here I go, flood him.
Yeah, exploration. We do it. We dabble. We've got fingers in a lot of pies.
And other things.
You know, exploration, shipping.
That's awesome.
You know, probably mining and stuff like that. We're not like a big band of people trying to go around and start fights with people or anything like that. Although, just, you know, in case you think, oh, if I see a balls deep ship, I'm gonna have a go at them. We've got the ability to defend ourselves. You know, if we need to. We'll just slap you with our big E-dick in the face. You know, how do you like that space turkey slap business going on?
Nice.
I don't know what to say.
No, that's fine. I just want to see if you were still doing it.
Yo, no, of course, yeah.
That's the thing
with doing it.
with the orgs. Is like you don't really do much until, we are still ways off from the social module kicking in.
What can you do with an org until they bring out the social module, until they bring out orgs 2.0? I mean, for the moment, it's nothing more than a selection of people that have an interest in playing the game with each other. I mean, that's it. I mean, what can you do more than that at the moment? But
Did
yeah.
my camera freeze for you, Dumbo?
Your camera's been off, Flaky. Stakas' camera is off.
Is
Oh
it?
no,
off?
mine's on. No, mine's
Yeah.
on now. Mine's moving.
That's why I
see
put.
it on.
Yeah.
That's why I put the Illuminati picture up, because they were taking down your video.
What? Is
They
it
didn't
not
wanna
back
see-
up?
No, it's still swirly.
It'll be back
Really?
up. It'll be back up in a minute. Just give it a minute.
And Cliffy got all slow. Stop downloading the porn there, Cliffy.
I'm not downloading no porn.
All right. Next
It's
question.
already done.
Just yeah. It's nothing new. No new tentacle stuff.
This is first. Stakas again.
Yo.
Has Stakas recovered from his near-death experience with the rabid drop bear? And how much Vegemite did he use to salve for his wounds?
Okay.
As a salve for his wounds, sorry.
I managed to fight the drop bear after a 4-month-long epic battle that is worthy of worthy of any sort of giant epic story is worthy of. To be honest, financially, I wasn't even in a position to be able to afford luxuries like Vegemite, but now I'm online and I've.
Is
got the
Vegemite really a
backing.
luxury, or is it sort of a byproduct of some kind of chemical
It's quite
experiment?
expensive. Actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, compared to
Quite
things
disgusting,
like
actually.
compared
You
to things
shut
like
up.
peanut butter and jam, jelly.
Vegemite is very healthy for you.
That's right. Yeah, compared to like things like peanut butter and jam for the Americans, jelly, sorry, for the Americans, jam for the English
The Brits.
people.
Yes. We have
Um,
jam over here too. It goes on your toes.
Yeah, but no, it's quite expensive, so it's the sort of luxury that we really couldn't afford. So
Vegemite puts
I've-
hair in places you don't want hair.
yeah, it puts hairs in places you didn't know hair could grow, and but I now have Vegemite and have since had a couple of Vegemite on toast, but basically I'm recovering. I wouldn't say I've recovered from my near-death experience, but I'm recovering. I'm in recovery. Yeah, I'm on new drugs which give me mobility
And superpowers.
Yeah, well, if being up to walk around for a while without pain and be able to sit in a chair for a few hours continuously without the pain so badly you have to go
Sure,
and lie down in the
Vegemite.
bed and act. Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm doing better, a lot better. Thank you for your concern. Look for your PM for your e-hand job.
E-hand jobs are awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
That was an interesting question and answer. Real fast and easy. Will FPS be soon, in each opinion?
Yeah,
I'll go
give it-
first.
Yes-ish.
I'll go first. Soon, TM.
There you go.
PTU SIG. I give you 3 weeks.
Really?
3 weeks.
I'm
3 more
going
weeks PTU.
September 1st. September 1st.
September 1st.
We'll be playing it in September 1st. Whether it comes out that day or not doesn't matter. We'll be playing about it.
I think they were just prolonging it for June. You know, summertime, kids are out. Possibility.
Maybe.
Maybe. What'd you say, Stakas, on that? You
Sorry?
said, what'd you say on it?
About what? I said soon TM.
Soon TM. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you plan to stream each of you in FPS? I'm assuming those who are streaming, how much do we plan on streaming the FPS?
All of it.
Oh,
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I love SPS shooters, and I've just been all the other ones ever since I saw them playing this. I'm just like, Call of Duty, Battlefield, meh. Get away out of my face. You taint me by looking at y'all. I want
I want to know, will there be 360 no scopes in this game?
No.
Can I shoot a knife from 16 miles away and have it hit somebody in the head
Fucking hell.
between the eyes?
No, but you will be able to drop a hologram of your sexually attractive self to try and lure people in. To like, hey, baby, you're looking pretty good. And yeah,
you know what?
How about you and I, after this FPS, we go out for a coffee, and then from behind you knife him in the ass. Suck it.
Dude, that would be awesome. Drop a hologram and it's a naked chick. And like you're running along, and there's a naked woman in the hallway. Bam, you're taken out.
What I'd like you to do, if you could drop the hologram, is if they made it to where, because the ones that they showed is where it's just kind of standing. It'd be later on if when you go to drop it, you can actually pose it in a position or whatever. You can actually move the arms and pose it in either a crouch position or a position to make it look more real.
Preset poses.
Yeah, set different poses.
Maybe even a very, very short animation loop where it just kind of repeats a very small sets of actions, like maybe changing how you hold your weapon, maybe looking around or something like that, just to give it that little extra amount of realism. So, but it like a GIF or GIF, wherever in the world
Let's
you
call
are.
it GIF. GIF is made up.
Yeah, like a 3D representation of
Not
that.
the peanut butter.
Where it's like a loop of a recording, a projected recording where it just has like 10 seconds or 5 seconds of actual action. So for that split second that you come around a corner and you see it, it's moving, it looks real. But if you stared at it for long enough, you'd realize that it's doing the same thing over and over again. Then you would know that it's a recording. But if you want to sort of get a surprise on the opposition, and they kind of just, oh shit, there's a guy and I don't know what the fuck he's doing, I'm going to shoot at him. I think that would be cool, like a pre-recorded loop of actions for 5 or 10 seconds or something.
I like Luca Mir's idea. A Miko hologram that would dance and sing sold. Hell yeah.
Like hotcakes.
I think you just want that for personal reasons.
Oh, dude, when they said that the Reliant will be able to have a news van, oh, fuck. It's gonna be Mickey plastered all over that shit.
Oh my
Plastered, literally plastered.
Yep. I know exactly what I'm doing with my news van.
Down by the river.
The heck is that?
It's Miku.
A Miku
That is
hologram.
awesome.
Yeah, it's Hatsune Miku. It's so funny when I told the base what Miku was, they're like, "What?" And then Rowan and all of them started,
Making
looking it
fun
up,
of
and
you?
they're like, "Oh, this music's awesome!" And they even put some of her images on their splash pages now because she's always wearing headphones, doing music and stuff, and that's what they're about, So she's world renowned, and she's famous because
Only in Japan.
What now?
She's world renowned in Japan.
No, she's world renowned everywhere, dumbo.
I didn't know who she was.
Well, it's just because she's well known among music artists and stuff. Because what it is it's a synthesized voice, and they use a Yamaha it's made by Yamaha and Krypton, and Krypton Media Works, and basically it's like a keyboard, has different notes on it, and you can basically create songs. And it went wild after that. What you doing, Tomo? God damn it.
All right.
Okay. Did any of you get the leaked material? Nope.
No.
No, I didn't even bother downloading it. I'm not even bothered to try to put it together. So I got too much other shit.
Well, that was easy. Well, any of you like Pirate Swarm?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, probably.
I don't like- I
I
don't
like
like-
it because
yeah.
I'm tired of just going up against Vandal. I want to see what I want to see what it's going to be like facing other NPCs in the PU, and this will give you a
Yeah.
good example of give it a trial and error because the Vandal has always been this set of weapons, which the UEE ship line, from Drake and everything else, they have so many more arsenal of weapons to try out. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
The reason I'm not interested, it just feels like to me like we need to get something out. Well, let's just add some different ships going in on another Vandal swarm. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It's not like the double precisions in there, so we can fly around bigger areas, and it just. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a dodge.
Personally, the only benefit I can see from something like the Pirate Swarm is to get an idea of what SIG have in mind as far as a human NPC's combat abilities will be like. With, a human NPC with availability of all of the same sort of weapon arrays and loadouts that you as a player might potentially have access to, rather than the very set strategies and fighting abilities that a Vandal have, because like those who have played the Vandal Swarm will know if a Vandal gets within a certain, if they've been bad at, if you've done enough damage to them or you've taken out weapons and stuff, they're just going to start flying at you kamikaze style to try and take you out. Whereas when you're talking about a human NPC, potentially a little bit more reserved, a little bit more fearful for their own safety and stuff, also combined with they have the access to human developed weapons and all the sort of same weapons you have. So that's the only sort of interest I have, is just to see that what SIG have in mind as far as how a human NPC is going to react in a combat sort of situation. I mean, in the end, it's sort of really no different from Vandal Swarm, but it's interesting to know what the difference would be between fighting a Vandal and a pirate, which is like a human NPC.
Absolutely.
You know what? I just
What?
Domo, his webcam's back up. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, it did? Okay,
Is
cool.
it?
Oh, cool. All right, let me put it back.
It's a miracle.
I've been masturbating this whole
The
time.
Illuminati let him released him.
Like, put your pants back on, and we'll. Okay, here we go.
Pants.
Or you can put your pants less on, if you know what I mean.
No, not leakspin.com, meatspin.com.
Oh my god.
Spin me right round, baby, right. 18 minutes left on our giveaway.
You spin me right round.
Right round. How many can you make it? How many can
Dude,
you make?
thousands.
Thousands. Forever.
Thousands.
That one's way better than chicken on a raft. So
Ooh, chicken on a raft. Never seen that one. I'm intrigued.
it's worse. It's way worse. Not even worth it.
Are you serious? Worse than meat spin?
Leak spin.
No,
It's worse than that one.
No, I said meat spin.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
go
that
there
one
real
just
quick,
sounds
Waffles,
dirty.
and then yeah.
That was just
All right.
dirty.
Next question. Go ahead, read the next question, and then go to meat spin. Check it out.
Okay, what do you guys think about the community reaction with whose fault it is and the moral ramifications?
The moral
Implying what?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you guys think about the community reaction? Yeah, that's all it says. I'm assuming they're talking about the leak, but
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
just-
Yeah,
implied.
yeah.
It's like this with anything.
Basically,
Okay.
our opinion on the community reaction to the leak and about whose fault it was or is and the moral ramifications.
Well, my opinion on it is like the only thing I really saw the division on this whole situation was there was the people who were fighting for Lando because a lot of people were just really bashing
broke
on him really
Waffles?
hard. Hope he gets fired or he should be fired really bad for this or something like that. And then there was the people who were really defending the guy. To me, I think it kind of chalks it up to kind of like how Stakas said, hey, look at this. I'm playing. Goddamn Stakas, I'm playing.
No, I'm laughing because Waffles. We lost Waffles. He went to meat spin, and I think he found amusement.
Oh my goodness.
But I think the main thing is that to me, when I first saw Lando tweet up the image, of Star Marine, Yoko Rose was first to chime in and saying, "Oh man, why you tantalizing us and stuff like that. It said, oh, and I just kind of typed out, oh, he's just trying to create some hype for it, that they're actually finally internally actually testing it amongst the SIG, other offices, because more or less a lot of their testing has been there in Illuminaticast office.
Sorry, I was looking at the chicken on a raft. Okay.
But they more or less have been testing the FPS in Illuminaticast office, and this was the first time they were actually, testing it. So, he's creating some hype of it, saying, hey, we're getting this much closer. But, it's a sad thing that it just, ended up being a picture that he shouldn't have tweeted that had too much information that people were quick to pull out,
I think the question, though, I want to answer, though, is it was part of the... He's asking about what we thought of the community, right? What the community, how they handled it. I think, like with anything, there's going to be people who want to ruin it for everybody because they just want to be dicks, and there's other people who are going to be more respectful about it. And that's pretty much what happened. You get some people that said, please don't show me anything. I don't want to know anything. Fingers in the ears, la 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 la. Hang on to it. And other people are like, hey, let me show you every single thing that possibly could happen, because there is an aspect of people that they want to try to get famous, and they want to put up videos on YouTube. Now I only looked at the one video from Teller. Now Teller, if I'm mistaken, I believe he only has about maybe 2,500 subscribers on YouTube. He had about 2,500 subscribers on YouTube, and that video that he put out got well over 200,000 views before I even got to it. Right. So It's very, very, very beneficial for him to have done that, because it grows your channel. It's like a news agency finding some hidden JFK video or something like that. If they're going to come out with it, and it'll be clickbait, if you will, for them.
It's just like Geo said there in chat too. It showed him that they got more done than what he expected, and even what I expected. I got a hankling that they were way far along. Because they've been hiring like crazy, and Eric's crew over there is just phenomenal. Aaron's crew over there in the UK is they're doing a great job and go on the ships. Yeah.
I think everything's fine. I just saying that people...
to me, when the FPS drops, this will just be a freaking piss in the wind. Nobody will even give it a second thought.
The show will be gone forever.
Yeah. Personally, as far as the community reaction, for me, it wasn't really unexpected. It was split down the middle, as it usually is when something controversial happens. There were the optimists who saw this as an opportunity to say, oh wow, you guys have really been doing some great work on all of these new assets and these new ships, and this is fantastic. And then you've got the pessimists that really didn't focus on the content of the leak, but just the leak itself, and like, oh, you guys are shit for letting this sort of thing happen, and he should be fired.
And so many people wanted Lando fired immediately.
And the moral ramifications of what he did, honestly, personally, I don't see him getting anything worse than, and I say as the worst thing that could possibly happen for him in this situation is maybe a personal tongue lashing from Chris.
Or no more tongue lashings from Chris. So that might be like afternoon tongue lashing.
That's the worst thing that I could envision happening. I don't think it's worthy of him losing a job or anything like that. I think the worst thing that could possibly happen in that situation is a personal tongue lashing from Chris. I'm sure he got a tongue lashing from someone else lower down in the hierarchy. Maybe.
Well, honestly, okay. So he screwed up and put out a URL, but he didn't put out a login and a password. He put out the URL, which means that
that's
obviously
right.
Somebody else down the line's fault more so than that, because the URL was there, but he didn't put out the.
It doesn't really matter where in the company the issue lied, because the entire situation wouldn't have been created if he hadn't have posted a picture with the actual address to start with. So, you kind of have to say, well, the initial blame lied with him for posting that picture that had the address, that led everyone, even those who had to work quite hard to fill in the blanks to get the information in the end. It would never have happened had he have just had the foresight to crop out the information or not put it in frame when he took the photo.
Yeah.
But I
Hindsight
personally
being
think the worst thing that happened was that maybe Chris spat him out, chewed him out a little bit. And that's about it.
But really, I mean, as Tricky and a couple of people are saying, this is more a problem with IT. And what we were talking about earlier, that they couldn't shut it down for 3 hours.
People need to realize that these people are humans, right? Like humans
they
make
are
mistakes.
Not. They are clones that we cloned
that's what I
a long
liked
time ago.
about the leak. It just showed people, like it resounded to them before when we were on last time with Lando and James and them that, I preached to the choir. They're human beings. This just shows you how open they are and how trustworthy they are to the public and how they want to show you as much as they can and be as open as they can, even if they do make mistakes out of line. It just makes you feel more closer to them, that they're human. This is game development.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
I know because of the leak. Oh, hold on, sorry. I know because of the leak, there is new exploit in multiplayer Arena Commander. You can take the scripts pack and edit the guns and change what actual output of the guns make, after which you repack and retriple encrypt the files and insert in the SC. What? That's not even a question. All right, next
Welcome
question.
to our world.
Okay. Do you feel that Star Citizen is moving further and further away from open development?
No. This leak might cause them to button up a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna. That's just more security issues.
Yeah, it just makes it. I think the outcome of this is more checks and balances. That's basically it. Is like before we tweet a photo, because Sandy has always been okay with tweeting her photos because Chris got full and trust her and she knows what's going on. But
she's Sandy.
Yeah, she's Sandy. But I mean, there's more or less that will come out of it is checks and balances. Hey, I want to post this pic. Does this look okay? Yeah, it looks okay. Go ahead. I think it's going to be more or less instead of so loosely just, showing stuff out.
What are you laughing at? You're back at meatspin.com again, aren't you?
He's still watching it. He's still watching.
He's like, I got to make it more than 1,000 spins.
Chicken on a wrap. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a chicken on a raft.
Next? Are we next?
Yeah,
Did you
go ahead.
finish? Sorry, I was busy laughing. During today's ATV, Jin said that they've sold 13,000 Reliance. Does that surprise you?
Fuck no.
That should be more.
It's probably going to be a lot
$50
more than
ship.
that since he said that.
13,001 because I just bought one for the giveaway.
The sale ends Monday. What do you think the total sales will be?
No, take a stab. Who knows? 15,000. Fuck.
20.
Yeah. Well,
It's
who
Friday.
knows?
People probably got paid today, so that, the ship's cheap. It's not like a Banu merchantman or something. It's
Yeah, I mean,
How much was the ship?
50.
50.
it's around $500,000, Clifford.
Let's look at it in a very objective view. It's a $50 LTI
second.
ship.
If
That's
they
a
sell
marmot.
if they sell 20,000 of the ships, which is quite possible, they'd make $1 million.
Of course.
So yeah, I think they'll make $1 million off the sale pretty easily.
And I want to go out on the record now to try and not bring up the whole LTI debate, but we know for a fact that LTI is an attractive thing to a bunch of the community as far as their decision goes to purchasing a ship or not. And we can't discount the fact that it being a concept and having LTI, that alone would probably attract a percentage of the purchasers to buying that just purely because of it has that. And the fact that it's $50, like as far as the ships that they've sold previously, that's dirty fucking cheap.
And I started thinking about this. Okay, I know LTI might matter on the big gigantor, capital ships, but my main thing is LTI might be, I guess, because it's going to be a minuscule thing you're not even going to notice. But for me, maybe of having as many ships as I have, it's more, worth something, because if you add all them ships together and say they all got destroyed at once, the LTI would matter as far as dollar-wise in the UEC.
God damn it, people with the LTI, man. Basically, it just means you won't have to pay $20 for your, or not 20. You're gonna go out
5 UECs
five
for basically
UECs.
5 little like a nickel if you find on the street, basically.
Right, it's so ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Stringman's asking what LTI is. LTI is long-term insurance.
Stringman's being a troll.
You think so?
Yes.
It's lifetime.
Yes.
It's just lifetime insurance on the whole. That's all it is. Is if your ship gets destroyed, if you don't have the weapons insured or anything extras you put on it, those you're fucked on those. Basically, it will just say, okay, we will return your hull, but anything else you didn't insure of it, tough luck. So that's why they said it's not going to matter.
They have insurance on ships in Elite Dangerous. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same, but it's a similar system. When your ship blows up in Elite Dangerous, it's like pennies to replace it in game. In-game pennies. I'm not talking about you spending real money. I'm talking about in-game. It's like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 credits or something for whatever the first starship is there.
It's the difference between having to shell out maybe a couple of hundred credits every in-game 6 months or something to renew your insurance or not. That's the entire difference that it means. Is like
there's just some people.
Yeah, I know some people that just puts too much value on LTI.
They won't let it
way
go.
Too much.
It's like this.
Way too much.
It's also the same people who argue up and down that this is pay to win. It's like they just won't let that one go either. Just come on, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, like the amount that it takes to repay your insurance, it could be easily obtained by you, jipping some guy out of a game of cards, in a pub or something, like.
Yeah, it's like as tricky. To answer your question there, all you have to do is buy one of these Reliance that's $50, save it, and transmog it or CCU it to a brand new merchantman, and there you go. You'll have a brand new merchantman with LTI.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Problem solved. This right now, if you really want LTI on your ships, this is the ship to buy. This is the cheapest an LTI ship has ever been. Buy you one, save it to CCU to something that you if LTI means that much to you, buy this ship, save it, CCU it to one of the bigger ships. There you go. Problem solved.
How many more questions we got? We only got a few more minutes before they start wrapping up.
We only have 7 more.
We better get moving.
As a Star Citizen noob, thinking of pledging, what would you suggest I start? What ship would you suggest I purchase? Do I need to purchase an Arena Commander as well?
It depends on whoever asks the question. I don't know who asked the question, but it depends on what you want to do. Like you think you want to do. All the 3 ships have roughly. They can all do all major roles. B101. Yay! They can all do all the roles, right? So
yes, and you can switch. You can switch cross chassis them for free to each one of the the 3 tiers. The Aurora, the Alpha, and then the what was the third one that goes with it? The Ryan, I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, not the Ryan, the Origin jump work ship. But all 3 of those, they got cross chassis deal already in the store that are free. So if you don't like the Aurora, you can switch it and go to the other one, or vice versa. So about $45.
Yeah, they're all about $40-50 now. So that's what you get. That $50, which would not even pay for Witcher. You get a game that will last for the rest of your life if you wanted to. Maybe not that long. I mean, let's be realistic. But it'll last a while. I mean, I'm still playing EverQuest. I've been playing it the last couple of days. So
Big Gunman CCU is
15
cross
years old.
chassis, and basically it's like in WoW. If you're transmogging your equipment, so you have original equipment, you want it to look like that. That's basically what you're doing. You're taking
it's a little bit different than a transmog. A transmog changes the color and the shape of the thing, but this thing goes from a small little ship to a brand new merchantman or a.
Yeah, but basically you have a $50 ship, and say the brand new is when it's actually flyable. There'll be a deal where you can CCU it. Basically, you could spend the extra. You would upgrade your $50 ship to a brand new merchantman for an extra $150, and there you go. You have LTI.
All right.
So, retaining the original benefits of your first pack, and then spending extra to upgrade it to a larger ship.
Yep, there you go.
All right, moving on. That's Boogie.
What's your favorite entry in the ship shape contest? Mine is Semon's first entry.
Yep, mine too.
I haven't seen the ship shape contest. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess next.
Next.
Next. Staka. You are probably the only one who can get Domo to tell the story again. Ask him, please.
No, I won't. I won't make him. I won't make him divulge that information unless he's.
We got it on VOD. Yes. Did you see? Did
willing
you hear
to-
the story?
I wasn't online. Like I was ready to go, but I had to go and do some stuff. And when I came back, you told the story. But someone filled me on the very basic points, and I just laughed my ass off.
It was a good story, but I'm not telling it now. It's just nothing to do with Star Citizen. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations, Cat Call.
Oh, Cat Call got it. All right, Cat Call. I already bought
Did
it.
he hit claim? Did he?
Did he claim it? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
cool.
claimed
Yeah,
it.
he got it. Cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, Cat Call. So what you got to do, Cat Call, is send me a message here on Twitch with your Robert Space Industries email address. I need the email address for that, and I've already purchased a ship. So once you send it over, I'll be able to fire it over to you in a couple of minutes. All right, let's wrap it up here. Let's do one last question, and we can GTFO.
Okay.
The best,
let's see.
the best question of the last few.
The best question of the last few, which is? Do we have?
Is there going to be one map? And if so, do they plan to release a second map further down the line?
In regards to what portion
Yeah,
of the game?
I'm assuming he means like, is there going to be like one large galaxy or something like that, and then down the line, like they keep building on top of it? That's what I'm assuming he means.
Is that
Yes.
Super Tokyo?
Super
Super
Tyrannical, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Is that a FPS? Like, is that like
I
an
think he's-
FPS maps, or is
I think
that,
he's talking about the whole thing because he's asking a lot of new questions, which is fine. With Super Triangle, what's going to happen is there's going to be a basic intro starter map they're going to show, which is already out there. You can actually look at it. There's got a sort of 3D and you can spin
He
around
meant
with it.
FPS module.
There's
Maps.
2 maps.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, never mind.
Yeah, no. The FPS will end up having a whole slew of different maps eventually.
Yeah,
that
could you
can-
even have that mining colony one? What was the big one? What was it called? Shubin. They even haven't even included Shubin yet, and that's supposed to be flying combat around it, landing in it, combat inside of it. So yeah, there's going to be lots of stuff.
That's
Yeah,
right.
lots
Geo
and
Get
lots.
Money is coming on July 3rd. He wants to do a July 3rd show. So we're going to do a Patriotic America giveaway
Okay.
on July 3rd.
Okay.
So he's
Okay.
already bought some ships for the giveaways. Like
Down for that.
Cool, Geo.
What's
Down
that?
for it. Mr. Money.
yeah.
Money.
Money.
All right, that was the last one.
That was the last one. All right, Clifford, where can people find you?
You can find me everywhere. Here, I'll just link it in chat. But basically, Clifford _AK_ Miku on Twitch, and there you can just click on all the links there for my YouTube channel and everything. I got some good walkthroughs on setting up your Thrust Matter HOTUS, and then I just play all kinds of games. So
My cameras are all screwed up. Oh, whatever.
it's all right. I'm everywhere.
It's the
Yep.
thought.
Yeah, there we go. Everybody's yeah. There we
Yeah.
go.
All right, Mr. Waffles.
All right, yeah. You can also follow me on Twitch. It's the same name that's below the URL, or not the URL, the name under the
Okay, cool.
webcam. XX Evil Waffles with a Z. XX. You can also find me on Twitter at XX Evil Waffles with an S. XX. And on Twitch, I play tons of different games. I play tons of Star
Meatspin.com.
Citizen. Yeah, Meatspin.
He's
all
on
the time,
meatspin.com.
just
That's actually
constantly.
him. Yeah.
Probably 99% of the time. Nah, I give away free games every single month, so come check me out. And that's basically it.
Awesome. And then Mr. Stakas is back.
Hey, I'm back. So you will very soon probably within the next week. You can follow me on Twitter, Sergeant Stackers on Twitter, or Sergeant Stackers on Twitch.
Do the Miku thing.
I will be.
Yeah.
I'll definitely within the next week be up streaming again. Just wanted to get a bunch of stuff sorted out first, but then I don't know what the fuck I'll be playing. God, it like I said once again, it's a fat kid in a donut store. I had like 30 games on Steam screaming for an update when I first got online, and I'm like,
All your
what do I
bandwidth,
play? I
yeah.
don't know. So you expect to see something relatively soon anyway.
Wow.
What Geekanoma?
I was looking at who to host, and the base has over 567 viewers.
Who?
The base.
Oh, damn.
The biggest.
I wonder if Bad News rated him or something. Weird. Anyway, all right, yes, Stakas, what happened is we're switching over from Nightbot to Arbot, and I haven't switched over all of the commands yet. So
Whatevs.
Clifford was already in there from before.
Fucking whatever.
All right, let's go raid the base then. I guess we'll add to their numbers. The base. It's all about the base.
The base.
No trouble.
Hartford there.
And they're giving away all kinds of stuff, so go on over there and hang out with Trendane. Make fun of him.
Yeah, we love Trendane and Mr. Capcom.
Mr. Capcom. All right, there we go, guys. There's the base. I'm going to be hosting them. Thanks, everybody, for watching the show tonight, and welcome back, Stakas. Thank you very much, Waffles, for being here, and Clifford, and everybody else, and the chicken on the raft, and, of course, meatspin.com. And we will see you all next week. Hopefully, we'll get Ben back. We're going to try to grab Ben. He's going to be all sad, and I think he's going to give everybody in the audience a Idris. So come next week. Yeah.
I'll be here.
For free
Trinane's not
Idris
there?
for everyone next week, according to Ben. And we'll see you all then. All right, guys. Have a good night. Oh, yeah, by the way, go over there, say Starcast Raid. Starcast Raid. Go over there.
Yeah. Starcast.
Starcast Raid. All right, we'll see you guys over there. Bye-bye.
Fuck you.
No, that's not the way you say it.
That's how I roll, motherfucker.
It is. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Because